I got three white like a mink coat with them rolls like a Sharpay. And all of my call them Barbies. She looking back like I'm flexing, baby, no way. And lately I've been on
we
that.
We got London on the train.
Me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah, I done got me a chick, I got a chick. Yeah. Money, rings, money in my pants. I got money, I gon' change. 20, 50, on a million, made. On a double streaming.
Thanks for joining us on this 2K broadcast. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's on the sidelines as well. Here we go. And so off the tip, it's Los Angeles. Out to Hachimura from downtown. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Marshall outside. And that one is hammered home.
Just magnificent. I mean, he punishes the D for a lackluster effort.
They look a little disorganized there. The result is an emphatic jam.
Guys, there has to be better rim protection than that, though. Not very good.
And that one drops.
From mid-range, LeBron really dialed in. You can't think you're safe giving him those shots.
Here's Flag. And Aiden pulls it down. Hachimura outside. James slamming it down.
LeBron showing you how he does it. A stylish flush by King James.
Here's Flag. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. They'll pin that one on Marcus Smart.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one. He's a big guy with a soft stroke from the charity stripe. You love to see that.
James, a good look. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. James has got 6 points.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And it's Flag missing. Kennard, left side. Pass to James. Six to shoot. Sinks another one. He's on a roll, starting 4 for 4.
You love his attack mentality. Never settling, always keeping the pressure on.
Irving for 3. Ooh, almost had a 4-point play right there. But he'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Right there, Irving does a nice job of anticipating the contact, so he braces himself for it and then works through it.
He hits the second from the line. And he makes all 3.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
Pass to Aiden. James deciding where to go with it. Kennard on the wing. Over Irving. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Mavericks trail by 3. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. Now Los Angeles with it. Back to Smart. Kennard, left side. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Washington outside. A minute 39 left to play in the first. Beyond the arc. And Aiden pulls it down. Los Angeles leading by 3. Pass to James. That's a foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over.
That was your dad's team. Make some
noise. A minute 20 left to play in the first quarter. Kennard with it. Middleton covering. 5 to shoot. Back to Kennard. Unloads. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
Here's Williams. And he buries his first look.
Gets it inside and goes to work. That's how it's done.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Back to Smart. Pass to Kennard. Sends it home from three-point land. Kennard's got 7 points.
And Smart has always been a good passer, but in recent years, he's really honed in on his playmaking abilities.
And that one's good. Thompson.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Now, here's James. Give him 8. Again, the Lakers score.
He's a producer. It's part of their plan to get him as many touches as possible.
It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
And so it's LeBron James making things happen for Los Angeles. He puts it. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Lakers?
Well, right away, we've seen them finding points with solid post play. I mean, they're playing aggressively and fighting for it down there.
Smith outside. Pass to Kleba. To the left side wing. Laravia, left side. Shoots from the elbow. Williams grabs the board. And so it's Williams with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2.
First team foul. Substitution for your Lakers.
Outside Christie. Here's the 3. And that comes off the assist by Middleton.
3 points.
Christie's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. To the middle. And finished off by Hayes.
Oh, my. That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
And it's flag missing. And so it's the Lakers with it. James with the ball. He's picked up by Christie.
He may be young, but you can't give Bronny a look at the rim.
So Jason Kidd's decided to call timeout here. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pass to Flag. Here's Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
One of his specialties on display there. A nifty lead pass.
Hayes with a screen. And finished off by Hayes.
Yeah, just picking apart the defense. Smart moves things around to create a shot.
And here's James. Hachimura sets a screen. James up top. 10 points for him. James double teamed. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Smart. Ooh, nice. Smart slipping inside.
I like watching Smart get it done inside. He is such a fearless competitor.
Outside Christie. Back to Irving. From the arc. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
Kennard on the wing. Shot is up. And it's flagged with a rebound. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Irving. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good. James, left side. The shot off that time. And here are the Mavericks now. Here's Flag. That misses. And a chance to tie it. And it's the Lakers ball. From 6 feet away. LeBron gets the bucket inside.
Yet another stellar night for LeBron offensively so far. In some ways, he's just unstoppable.
He drops it from range. Middleton's got 6.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
And so now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. We'll go for a different look here. And so it's Smart who brings up the ball for Los Angeles. Kennard on the wing. The 3. Gafford grabs the miss. Well, we got a close game here in Los Angeles. Here's Washington. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Love to see guys challenge one another like that. Advantage to the defense that time.
Oh, and a dunk by Ayton.
My Lord, the agility on that size. Ayton's on another level.
Here's Irving. And it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
You'd certainly like to see a little better rim protection right there.
Pass to James. And Gafford with the block. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Gafford. James, right side. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it.
Mavericks ball.
20 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Irving with a deep 3. And that misses. That would have put him up.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
Here's Irving. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Lakers ahead. They're up by 3. We'll see you after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter.
28.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Mavericks trail by 3. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. It's going to be on DeAndre Ayton.
Hey, it's so amazing to see how much raw talent Kyrie Irving has. It just seems like that ball is part of it.
And he makes both free throws. And here's James. Pass to Kennard. Just 4 to shoot. Back to James. Here comes, wow! LeBron making some noise.
And LeBron is a force rolling to the rim. When he's diving inside, he's looking for the punch.
And he lays it up and in. Irving's got 12.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation there on the defense. Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the contest. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
And James considered a franchise talent without question. This guy is the complete package.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
A great start to the second half for him. Hustling for the rebound and converting the foul.
That's what he does. That's who he is. Back into action and right back at it on the glass.
And now a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. The Lakers in the lead. James outside. Ayton with a screen. Kicks it out to Kennard. From outside the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Irving for three. Gets the three to fall. Irving's got 7 now in this quarter.
Irving knows exactly when to let that shot go. He's a knockdown threat from deep for sure.
Kennard left side. Over Irving. Nice shot by Kennard. Kennard's got 9. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Here's James. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too. And he'll go to the line. P.J. Washington picks one up. And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. And it's Irving missing. Kennard left side. Marshall with it. And Kennard picks him up defensively. Pass to Washington. Irving for 3. Hits the trifecta. Irving's got 10 points in just the second half.
That's the decisiveness we talk about with Irving. He's quick and right at it.
Nice shot by Kennard. And the Lakers lead by 2.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Down low. Stolen by Ayton. Now Los Angeles moving it up. Here's James. Superb transition play from LeBron.
And, you know, LeBron plays a very mistake-free game, usually in the open court. And when he's out on the break, the points are almost a guarantee.
And it's Irving missing. The Lakers lead by 4. Pass to Kennard. Over flag. Kennard can't get it to go. And so it's Dallas with it. Now here's Marshall. Takes the 3. Doesn't go that time.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
It's James on the wing. Hachimura sets a screen. That falls. Nice feed that time from James.
Hachimura really thrives in that mid-range area.
Here's flag. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
And one thing that's incredible about Cooper Flagg, he should be in college this year, but he reclassified and instead is playing in the league.
Here's Kleba. Lively grabs the miss.
No defender in sight. He tries to take initiative, but ultimately comes away empty-handed.
Here's Middleton.
And you've got to be careful with Middleton down low. I mean, he's very talented in how he gets defenders to bite in the post.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The Mavericks making a switch here. Good on both. Now here's Smith. And stolen by Williams. Good if it goes. And the game's still closely contested as we end the third quarter. It's Los Angeles up 2. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final.
44.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Pass to James. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul.
And this is the absolute wrong time to stop communicating. They have to get in sync.
Here's Williams.
Number 9.
It's Middleton on the wing. And they'll hang that foul on Maxi Kleba. That's foul number 2 for him.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Out to the right wing. To tie it up. And that one's good. Flag. And it's a tie ball game.
Yeah, Flagg has a number of moves and shots to choose from in close. Already looking like a seasoned vet down there.
Pass to Kleba. And stolen by Bagley. Here's Flagg. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Just enormous, guys. With time winding down, goes for the steal, and then off to the races.
Fires from deep. Fires in the triple. And now a 5-point Maverick lead. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Dallas.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. So both teams making some changes here. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He encourages guys to stick with it, saying, I don't care what the scoreboard says. If we can play hard, that's all that matters. We can be the stronger team. So that's what Coach is looking for.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Irving. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
Tonight has been all about Irving. When he's clicking, his offensive game is devastating.
Laravia with it. He's picked up by Christie. Hachimura outside. Back to Kleba. Nice ball movement by Los Angeles. And out of bounds. Dallas will have it. Here's Irving. Oh, it's stolen away. And there's James from the arc. Yes, sir, with the 3.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Oh, it's stolen by Hachimura. 3-on-3. Laravia, right side. James outside. Shot clock at 6. The putback. Just in time with the putback.
Great job of crashing the offensive play. He stayed with it. That's hard-nosed, tough basketball.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. So both teams changing it up here. Here's flag. And there's the drive. Oh, the stuff!
So mature for a first-year player. Flag knows when he needs to score.
Hachimura. Gafford rips down the board. The Mavericks leading. Irving with it. Connect picks him up. Oh, the baby hook. Nice.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this season.
Outside Hachimura. It's tipped. He's inside. Oh, he can't get the layup. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Irving attacking. Rebounded by Ayton. Lakers trail by 4. Into the lane. James. And Gafford with the block. Here's flag. Jacks up a 3. Marshall outside. Clock at 6. Now Washington. Puts up the tray. And that's an intentional foul. Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And he's able to hit the second one. And that puts him up 5. This is do or die time.
They must play flawlessly.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And the second of 2 is good. And that shrinks the margin to just 4.
Tough miss at this juncture. They're down 2 baskets right now.
So the first one drops. And that puts him up 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Those free throws right there now give them a little bit of breathing room.
8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's 8. Gafford rips down the board. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line for the Mavericks.
And he's unable to get the second one. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 7. Guys, what do you think?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
And just not enough time for them to get back in this game.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
James passes it in. Here's flag. And an intentional foul right there.
Smith, first personal foul. The team is on the penalty.
He drops the first one, and that increases the lead to 6. And so both free throws good, and it's a 7-point game. Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They're behind by 7. All right, guys, what's your take?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Takes a three. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Simply delaying the inevitable here. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
And he hits both free throws here. And it's a 9-point game here.
This fella knows how to finish a game off. There was no question about those free throws.
And so it's Dallas winning this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant.
Got a chick. Yeah, got me a chick. I got a chick. Yeah, I got me a chick. I got a chick. Yeah. Now, like, baby, I need rest. Baby, I need rest. Baby, I want rest. Baby, I need rest. She don't want it, no more, don't want it. Get my own, I get it in and go. Shot it, owe me something, better pay your toll. I lit the spoon and I scrape the balls. Spread the balls. Like did you get the memo? She eat that road to relay. And I can solve your riddle. You like it, let's do this.
Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sideline. It's a Grizzlies home game. The fans around us amped up here in the FedEx Forum. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And Edey has it in the corner. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside, Fox. Pass to Wembanyama. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Here's Aldama. Back to Morant. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Pulls up. And Fox gets it to go.
And no doubt Fox has a scorer's mentality. He is constantly in attack mode.
Puts it up from 7. Edey can't hit. And it's Vassell in the corner. Outside, Fox. Puts up a 3. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
Memphis shooting their first free throws of the game.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
Well, this is what we've come to expect from him, right? Excellence at the foul line.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's Morant. Over 5. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Pass to Champagny. Back to Fox. There's a screen to the inside. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And Fox can just explode out of the pick and roll to get to his spot.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isola. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Here's Morant. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. And the points coming for them now, Greg and Bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like. And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Edey a screen. And stolen by Barnes. The wide open look here for Fox. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Pass to Edey. Here's Coward. Morant outside. Inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Substitution for the Grizzlies.
Spurs leading by 8. Outside, Fox. Here's Wembanyama. Edey with the rebound. Morant left side. Out left to the wing. Trying to get something going. A rebound by the Spurs.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
It's his first trip to the line. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Outside Harper. Back to Fox. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
And that is a crafty move by De'Aaron Fox. And he really knows how to get himself to the line. Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Prosper. With 2 seconds left. Johnson with the block. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break.
15.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Spurs?
Straight away, they've opened things up offensively with skillful passing, running smart plays, and just setting guys up for success. And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And Fox starting to show you his abilities inside. It has quick instincts, which I think helps him when he's down low.
Pass to Spencer. Outside Jackson. Here's Spencer. He's guarded by Harper. Here's Prosper. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Oh, nice bucket. This guy's so mindful about the way he attacks.
Fox, no good. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. The Grizzlies have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. And the Spurs making a change here. And the free throw, no good. The Grizzlies trail by 8. Pass to Spencer. Off target from outside. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Here he goes. And the basket by Castle.
Castle's so good up and down the lane.
It's Morant with the drive. And they get it back. Here's Coward. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio leading by 10. Vassell outside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Pass to Coward. Back to Morant. And here is Wells. It's hauled in by Cornette. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Wembanyama. Just 5 to shoot. Wembanyama with that soft touch around the rim.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Here's Spencer. He has yet to score. There's the pick. Morant downhill. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Right side, Fox. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Right wing. Spurs working the ball around now. Fades back. Victor Wembanyama again. Wembanyama's got 6 points in the quarter.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two.
Substitution on the court.
The Grizzlies trail by 16. It's Morant with the drop. Pass to Aldama. Here's Coward. No scoring in this one. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Edey. The Grizzlies with another miss. Hassel on the wing. Back to Wembanyama. And the shot goes in. Wembanyama's got 13.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Back to Aldama. Pass to Wells. Looking to end the run. Fades away. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Here's Harper. And Harper slams it in.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And the wide open J from Edey. Hits it from three-point range.
Every team wants bigs who can knock it down from distance. Yes, sir.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the Spurs. After a fantastic quarter, he's sitting on a double-double. And there's nowhere to go but up for him. We'll get you back to the action after this break. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Spurs leading by 17. It's stolen by Aldama. It's stolen by Wembanyama. On the wing, Fox. Into the lane. Pass to Champagnie. Edey with the rebound. Morant looking around. Here's Aldama. Out to the wing. Edey can't hit. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. It's sent back by Edey.
Come to me, come to me. I got ball.
Over to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Coward. And the three off target. That's tipped. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And then Morant rams it in.
And leave it up to Morant to put on a show. What a spectacular dunk.
Fox with it. 8 points for him. Driving inside. Cranes the three-pointer. Wembanyama's got 16.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Pass to Aldama. Lets the three fly. Edey can't hit. Spurs leading by 17. It's Fox with the drive. Spurs working the ball around now. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
First personal foul.
And for a player of his size, Fox not afraid to take some contact to get to the line. He'll do it every chance he gets.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan.
Number 7.
The Grizzlies trailed by 19. Pass to Coward. There's a screen by Aldama. To the paint. And Edey has it in the corner. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Boy, I don't love his shot selection tonight. You've got to work for better looks.
Vassell outside. Wembanyama, a screen. Back to Vassell. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Vassell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. It's Morant with the drive. Fox with the steal. Here's Wembanyama. The Grizzlies pull it in. In the third quarter with just over 3.5 minutes off the clock. Spurs leading by 22.
Memphis foul.
The Grizzlies making a switch here.
Second team foul. Substitution for your Grizzlies. Jackson.
Now Castle. Pass to Cornette. And here's Vassell from the arc. The three-pointer is right on target.
3 points.
Vassell's got 6 in the quarter.
And what do you expect from Vassell? He's an accurate shooter from the perimeter.
Here's Jerome. Off on the layup.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals. Establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
Pass to Castle. And it's Coward with the rebound.
Boy, these are the shots you have to make. If you don't capitalize, you are letting the defense off the hook.
Outside Jackson. They could use a bucket. Can't get the layup. Here's Wembanyama.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Jerome deciding where to go with it. And so it's San Antonio rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their defense has been active and effective.
42.
We'll get right back to the action when we return. And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Jerome has got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Now, here's Morant for 3. Rebound by Olynyk. Now, here's Harper. Johnson in the corner. Over Clark. Johnson can't hit. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. Morant, that's for 2. San Antonio with the rebound.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Morant with another miss. The drive by Barnes. And there's the call on Ty Jerome.
Personal foul.
That is his first foul of the game.
Fouling like that isn't how you get back in the game.
And here's Barnes for 3. To the middle. And Aldama slams it in.
Boy, off a great pass there. That is just a matter of finishing strong.
Over in the corner, Barnes. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
He dialed that one up from long distance.
Boy, that's just inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give him that much space.
And so it's Mitch Johnson calling timeout. and clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team.